First off, I'd like to thank Mr. Lutwin for making this project so open-ended. It's really giving us the freedom to tackle issues such as race, rights, and religion. Or you're a nerd who likes music and you do your project about DJing.
Rock and roll!
DJs get a lot of hate in the music community as opposed to guitar players or bass players, and I found this is mostly because they're just misunderstood. So for those of you who don't know, a MIDI controller is a pad of buttons. You can load all sorts of sounds on these buttons. Every time you hit one of those buttons, it makes that sound. It looks like this. I don't have one of those, so I'm gonna use this.
Great.
You may have seen YouTubers like Sean Wasabi make songs like this. He's triggering hundreds of samples in one song to make one incredible track. Look at that! That's really good! I like that! That's a good thing! However, some people claim that playing back samples on expensive toys isn't really musical skill. But let's compare this to some other traditional instruments that we've been hearing for hundreds of years. It's the same thing. So next, DJing. According to my good pal Merriam-Webster, a DJ is someone who plays music for dancing at parties or nightclubs. So that means if you show up at your granduncle Grandpappy John's barbecue bumping that new Travis Scott, congratulations, you're technically a DJ. People claim that DJs as a whole are talentless, but there are a bunch of different types of DJs. Why is it that radio DJs are never attacked, but festival DJs such as Getter have had to straight up cancel their entire tours because of the hate they're getting? This person said, "This music does nothing to unite people!" I think this is one of the worst arguments that can be made. There are literal numbers to disprove this. In 2016, the biggest EDM festival, EDC, had over 400,000 people come in a 3-day event. DJs aren't meant to replace musicians, they're just a different type of musician, and some people don't understand what they do.
The levels adjustment, not just using the levels up here, but using like the levels, the volume here, it just adds a whole, I don't know what it does, it just makes everything just super louder. So compared to that to, it just really adds like a whole, it just makes it sound way more stronger.
And finally, my last section, music production. It can take a lot more skill to produce electronic music than people think. Computers just make it easy for zero artistry hacks to pretend to be musicians. Take away a computer, what do they got? Nothing! See? Take away a guitarist's guitar, and what does he got? Nothing. Take away any musician's instrument, and they don't have an instrument anymore, so they can't play a song. I like to make the analogy that photographs are to paintings as electronically produced music is to traditional music. Photographs may use fancier, newer technology, but you would still consider them art. Producers don't deserve all the hate that they get. It's just that people don't understand the work that they have to put in. For example, here is a project file. for a really complicated song. Can you tell me everything that's going on in there? No, you can't! Get away from me! Stop it! Bye! Here's the credits.
Are you taping this? Yes. Mm-hmm. No one is a musician. Nobody is playing an instrument. You have technicians here making noise. They're not artists because nobody can play the guitar.